damage missing?
The crit damage is missing, but then the assassinate ability is the crit damage because it's
Oh.
automatic crit. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just hit it with a frostbite. The ambush strike that I can see, like on the bottom. There, reach.
Well, whenever Enzo was the first to attack, so that's what started initiation. So hold on the frostbite.
But we got a surprise round. Pretty much I'm attacking after Acer, so it's pretty much a surprise round. I don't get any crits, or I don't think anybody gets any crits except him.
My roll 20 is frozen. Give me a second. Okay, now you can do initiative.
There we go. I just rolled 2 natural 20s in a row.
I have a -1 doing my initiative, so...
Nice.
I have a -1 to my initiative, and I still rolled higher than all of you. Well, not all of you.
Roderick, what is your dexterity?
What?
Your dexterity?
It's +1. 12 +1.
Okay, give me just a second.
Acer's dex obviously beats mine, so.
Is anyone else having lag?
Nope.
Nope.
Mine's okay now, but I usually do have a lot of lag.
I'm refreshing my page because it's just not cooperating with me.
I'm just eating pizza and chicken.
Aren't you a lucky one?
Hey, it's free pizza day on campus, so...
Really?
Nice.
There we go. Okay, Enzo, you're first.
Alright. Alright, well...
Don't we get a surprise round?
No, it's not going to be a surprise round, because whenever you fired the crossbow at the ambush drake, the ambush drake attention was immediately directed towards you, and he wasn't turned around, so he's just, like, looking at you now.
Okay, so did my crossbow hit him?
Yes, it did.
Okay. And... I believe... Let's see, what is my assassinate ability? I think any creature that hasn't taken a turn in the round, I get my assassinate ability. Is that right?
It's either not taking a turn or not taking damage.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the other.
You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in the combat yet. In addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit. So... I just have advantage then, since you
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
18 damage.
So I don't get sneak attack on that one, but I get advantage on it.
Yep. You'll
Oh.
get sneak attack soon as I charge it.
Yep.
Okay.
I can't actually see it. Okay, it's there.
Okay, you let out another bolt at the Dragon Claw. This time, the bolt embeds itself into its plating. It's leathery skin, and it lets out a roar, thus alerting any other ambush drakes that could be in the vicinity. Okay, you do it all.
I'm going to charge it. And as I'm charging, I'm going to pull out my longsword and then just do like a thrust into him. So,
Okay.
take 7 damage.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yes. You bring out your longsword and you bring it down onto the ambush drake. The ambush drake tries to move out of the way. However, your longsword is quicker, and it slices the ambush drake, and some blood begins to splurt out onto you and your sword as well. It cries out in pain, and you can see that it seems to be a little bit weakened.
And that's my turn. God, they never cut
Okay.
this pizza all the
Taser?
way.
Alright, so I am moving forward. I can now see what everybody's attacking. 10, 15, 20. Ooh.
How are you seeing the Dragonborn?
What?
Is
I
this
moved
game
forward.
dark?
I'm a wood elf.
No, I mean the Dragonborn.
I'm sorry, what was that?
How are you seeing?
How am I seeing?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
But isn't this cave completely dark?
Should be. Hold on. I changed your. Hold on. This is actually what your sight should be. I changed it in the other room just because you couldn't see light, but you should be able to see light in this room. Let me fix how you're supposed to see light. Like that. There you go.
Okay.
Yep, that's how you're supposed to see it. He's supposed to see well when it's close up to him. So yeah, you're good. It's fixed now. All right, Aether.
Okay, so that's 25 of my movement. 30, 35, 40, 45. I'm attacking this one. Yeah, my thing. There we go. Alright, and I'm gonna use my bonus action. Wow, I can't hit for shit.
You let out a strike onto the. You let out 2 strikes onto the ambush drake. Upon impacting the ambush drake, it doesn't. The ambush, your attack is completely absorbed into its body. It does not inflict any sort of any sort of damage onto it. So it's kind of like you hit it, and I want to say your hand bounced off, but it doesn't do any sort of damage onto the ambush drake whatsoever.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, Kara.
I did the frostbite like way up when Enzo did his attack. So he has to do DC of Constitution. The
Okay.
one in front of the Dragonborn. And it's like for 6 damage. Yeah, he saves. He gets no damage at all.
Yep, your
And-
frostbite comes out and it just doesn't do anything. It stops short and misses the ambush drake. No damage whatsoever.
I'll move right here next to Enzo, and that'll be my turn.
Alright, going from left to right. Ambush drake is attacking Azer. Nope. Alright, the ambush drake reaches out to bite you. However, you just quickly move out of the way, and the jaws clamp shut on the area that you were just standing. Now, the same thing is gonna happen for Arudak.
No.
Similarly, the ambush drake lunges out to snap onto you. You just merely step back a little bit, and the jaws clamp shut right in front of you. Okay. Roderick?
Alright, watching the people, surge away. I'm gonna sigh, sit down on this statue, and pull out my pipe and begin to put tobacco in it.
Okay.
And
Ow.
that's it.
Ow.
I'll just move
Yeah.
over here.
Ow.
That's it, very high in the ceiling. That's it.
The owl should both be moving in the middle. I'm gonna say like right after your turn, so. But no, we'll just leave it there. Okay, Enzo, your turn next.
Alright. I would just take a shot.
At which one?
At this ambush drake.
It's got cover.
And I will move this way as well.
Well, you still hit him, even with extra cover, so.
You let out a bolt at the ambush drake. It whizzes right past Udodak's head and embeds itself right onto the exterior of the ambush drake, and so the bolt is just sticking out of his of his outer hide. Okay, and now Udodak, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to, as I'm coming down, I'm gonna, right beforehand, I'm gonna grab the blade and, think about basically like my holy symbol and release, obviously, just pure energy into my blade. And then I'm going to attack the drake, and I'm going to miss.
You bring down your sword. You so enthusiastically, zealously bring down your longsword and try to hit the ambush drake. However, you narrowly miss, and it just kind of like falls, lands onto the onto the stone floor and bounces back a bit. It just goes ting. The ambush drake gives kind of snorts out of his mouth at this, sort of kind of like teasing you and making fun of you as this happens.
Well, at least you don't lose your Divine Smite. It only activates if it hits.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, Azer.
And then I'm going to use 1 key point. And I'm doing my flurry of blows. Whoop, bam. That is it.
You begin to punch and kick at this ambush drake in combination. One punch and one kick manages you manage to hit a soft spot on the ambush drake, and you notice it to wince back a little bit, and it like snarls at you with the pain that it's feeling as you hit it. Kara?
I'll cast another frostbite at the one that the Dragonborn's fighting at. Another full damage, hopefully it hits.
Pretty tough ambush drakes.
Yay. That's pretty much my entire turn.
You release the frostbite onto the ambush drake, and it just kind of like freezes up a little bit, and you see a blue coloration, like a slightly blue coloration above its on top of its exterior hide, and you see a little bit of an icy glint on it.
Okay. That's it.
All right, ambush drakes are going to attack Aether and Uzodak, respectively.
I believe he gets disadvantaged, right? The one attacking the Dragonborn.
What was that?
I believe he gets disadvantage, the one attacking the Dragonborn.
Oh, yes, that's right. 7. Okay, so attacking the Dragonborn, 7's not going to do it. But Aether, 23.
Oh.
What was that?
I said, ow.
Ow. Okay, give me a sec for damage.
Excuse me.
As he bites the pillow I have strapped to my arm.
He reaches out and like noms on your forearm, giving you a good some good puncture wounds to show off, some battle scars, if you will. Meanwhile, the other one, amidst its frozen state, attempts to reach out at Udodak. However, it does not successfully make any contact with you.
Uh-oh.
Another ambush drake is coming out of the Shadow of Darkness and is attempting to bite on you as well.
I'll give him the 10 on the one attacking Udorak. They need it.
Nope.
Needless to say, this one was a little bit too slow for you, and your reflexes kick in, and you just dodge out of the way as your training had taught you.
Really, that made it worse, me giving him the 10.
Oh, God.
Because
Okay, bro.
it's like a 16. Does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, then you're good. Well, I was doubting it was going to hit you.
Broderick.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying my fine tobacco in my dwarven pipe.
Okay. You notice Regina begins to walk out of the room to the lower left. Enzo? Or the owl? Is the owl going to do anything?
Nah, just it's going to stay there. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Enzo.
I'm going to jump in here, attack with my rapier, and then jump back out.
Okay, attack of opportunity, right?
No, because I cunning action disengage, and
Well, disengage is an action.
but cunning action is allows me to use disengage on top of my action.
Is that something that rogues
That's a
have?
rogue
Chris?
ability.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's my second level ability.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, rogues are dumb.
By dumb, you mean awesome?
OP is shit.
Yeah,
Attack
that's
too
really
strong.
okay. I'm just like, this doesn't sound right. But if you guys are saying that, it's okay, because I don't know. But all right. Okay, you come up onto the ambush Drake, just kind of like schnoobity, and just give it a good poke in the armpit, and you see a trail of blood begin to trickle out from where you poked it.
Alright, and that's my turn.
All right, Udodak.
I'm going to basically do the exact same thing. As I swing down, my blade glows with just holy energy. And I miss again.
You zealously bring down your longsword onto this ambush Drake, and like before, it hits the ground. Aether?
Alright. I'm going to essentially do the same thing I did before. One attack and one key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay. And then two more, right?
Just one more. And that
Okay.
will be it. Disregard the last one, my thing was lagging.
For the first one, you attempt to punch the ambush Drake in the mouth. Needless to say, you end up putting your fist in his mouth, and then you hit his head with your other hand, twice on his head. Take 2 damage for being bitten, for forcibly putting your hand in his mouth and being chomped down on. However, the other 2 attacks greatly injure him as you strike on his head, and you see him become to be a little bit more weakened and a little bit more damaged.
Awesome. I'm done.
Okay, Kara.
After seeing this, I think I should help my newfound Dragonborn friend with a little bit stronger spell, I guess. I will cast Witch Bolt at the... Let me see. Let me move over here. Let's go on site. I'll attack the one on the bottom with a Witch Bolt. And I'll use my divination of 12.
Wizards
Well-
have Witch Bolt? The heck?
Yeah,
Since when?
since
Witch
ever.
Bolt's so good.
And I'll use my divination plus my spell, which is just +7, so it's a 19 to hit.
What's the 12 for? What
My
are you gonna use
divination.
divination to?
To
I know,
attack
but
him.
who you-
To attack him. The one on the bottom of Udak.
So you're giving your own attack a 12?
Yeah. Plus a
With an
7. Plus a 7 on my spell attack is 19.
Okay, that makes sense. What's the damage on that? Do
Roll.
you have it? Oh, okay.
Wait, what the fuck? It says a 12, which is weird. It's acting weird again.
It's-
0
that's
damage.
Weird. Why does it come up as 0?
As max damage.
I was doing the same
Negative
shit
or
again.
negative on that somewhere.
I don't know why he's doing that. Just count to 12 in the first one, and I'll try to fix it. 'Cause it did.
12 damage.
Yeah, it is a 12 on the first one, which is bullshit. I don't know what's wrong with it.
That -3 though.
I don't know where he's coming from.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really weird. Okay,
Oh, I think I found it. It's this higher level fucking crap.
okay, so, Witch Bolt, yes. Witch Bolt comes out, strikes the ambush drake, and the ambush drake, winces back in pain, and you severely, have damaged this ambush drake, and it's, crying out in pain, with the amount of, force that you hit him with. And then just as before, ambush drakes attacking Azer and Udodak respectively. Alright, does a 22 hit you, Udodak?
Does the first one still have disadvantage, or how long does the disadvantage last?
It should have only been one turn.
Okay. Then yes. The 10 doesn't though.
Okay, it's fixed now.
Okay, Broderick.
I'm still chilling with my pipe. Go away, I guess.
Okay. Enzo?
I will jump back in, stab it, and jump back out.
He's doing the counting action. We'll just suppose he's doing it.
Udodak? You just Enzo, you stab it in the same place, and it's just like a larger leakage of blood starts coming out and pulling onto the floor.
Again, I'm going to strike. As a 16 hit.
No, you hit the floor once more.
Not your day, buddy.
I'm a tank. It's not my job to punch people.
Okay, Azer. Are you using a flurry of blows again? Oh no, this is normal. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I'm using flurry.
Oh, you are using flurry. Okay. Once again, you just want to stick your fist in his mouth for some reason, and so you stick your other fist in his mouth, and his teeth scrape against your skin. So take 2 more damage from that as well. You hit him in the head with your hand once to get your hand out, and it does. However, your third attack does not make any contact with it. At this point, the ambush drake begins to look a little dazed from the amount of times that you've hit it in the head, and it's starting to look a little bit less aggressive. Okay, Kara?
I'll use my action. It doesn't cost me a spell slot to keep using the Witch Bolt. So I just roll for damage automatically.
I didn't understand that.
For Witch Bolt, if I already hit the target, I can just keep my concentration up, and I automatically hit it again.
Yeah, as long as he stays within range.
So long I keep using, so long I don't do any other action, then I can just keep doing this. So it's 10 more damage.
All right, I got it. All right, you use the continue using the Witch Bolt, and continue to wear this ambush drake down to the point where it doesn't. It's starting to. It looks as if it doesn't have the spirit to carry on any further. It looks like it's about to die pretty soon. But it still has enough kick in it for one more round. So here we go. It's same as before. Alright, this is for you, Azer. And 15's not, do they touch you?
No.
Udoduck? Okay. Ambush Drake, infuriated, reaches out and nabs at your leg this time, Azer, leaving piercing marks on your leg.
Yeah.
Roderick, are you still...
Yep.
Enzo?
What's happening? Sorry.
It's your turn.
Oh, okay. I will jump back in and stabby, and back out.
You give it a good little stabby. This time, creating a huge hole in the same spot that you've been stabbing it at, and it just collapses onto the floor and just begins to just struggle, and then its movements slowly cease as it lays there dead on the floor and bleeding out from where you had stabbed it.
That took long enough.
Okay, Udoduck.
I can't hit anything for shit. Now that I see him basically destroy that thing, I'm gonna turn my... And as I'm swinging, I'm gonna swing my shield and then just come down with the blade across his face. Finally! And then he takes an additional 2d8. Takes an additional 8 damage, so he takes 16 damage.
What's the additional to the 8 for again?
My Divine Smite.
Okay. You just completely, like, tear through that ambush drake. In anger and in frustration, and gives you a snarl and growls at you. Azer?
Don't put your hand on his mouth again, bro.
I'm only doing 2. If the second one ever loads.
You hit your striking at a second time, you said? Okay, there we go.
That's it. I'm
You
done.
give it a good kick in the mouth, so that way, as you learn from your previous mistakes of not trying to punch it with your hand first, and you just like completely like kick the slobber out of it, and it becomes even more dazed, and you see that its willingness to fight is fading extremely, and you see that it's very severely wounded as you continue to kick it in the head and hit it in the head. All right, Kara.
This one's still alive, so I will just cast a... I got here... I don't need it to be complicated. I'll just cast another Frostbite at the one attacking the Dragonborn. I'm just rolling full damage on these ones, which is never happens to me. Fails. Pretty much it.
Yeah, no, he has an even harder time to hit me.
Uh-oh.
Azer! No!
That ain't me! No, the first one is me.
The what?
Who's the 20 for?
It's always the first one that's mine.
The what?
The first attack is always mine. You always say it goes from left to right.
Yeah, it's for you, Azer, which is why I'm just kind of like, no!
No, you rolled a 10 plus 2, that's a 12. I ain't getting hit.
That's for the con save.
Yeah, that's for the con save.
Oh yeah, that's the con save. The D20 plus 6 is the attacks against you, Azer, and Udoduck.
The 17 misses.
Uh-oh, Azer. You're always getting critted.
We
I'll do
survived,
it.
so
He's more probably to die because he keeps sticking his hand on the fucking monster's mouth. Holy shit, that really brought you down? How much,
What,
I'm still alive.
how much health you're at, bro?
31.
Really?
I have 9 left.
No, you're not.
My full health
Okay.
is 31, yeah.
Broderick.
I mean, my pipe's still going unless it runs out in
Okay.
24 seconds.
Enzo.
I am going to jump in here to help Azer, dab, and jump back out.
You give him a good stab in the eyeball, and as you pull your rapier out, the ambush drake becomes lifeless as you had punctured its brain, and it falls onto the floor, and it becomes bleeding out all over the place, just kind of squirting blood out on Azer. Poor Azer. The dragon,
always
the ambush
covered in
drake is
blood.
dead.
Look at Azer and say, I got your back, buddy.
Damn you, that was mine.
Udodak.
Okay. Going to make another attack against him. 13 is going to miss.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay, yes, you bring the longsword down, and you just have an affinity to keep hitting the ground. I'm not sure what it is, but Udodak's like, yeah, I'm totally gonna slay this ground right now. That's what's happening.
I'm a
Alright,
tank,
Azer,
like I
you-
said. I stand here and block shit.
Azer, your turn.
Alright, so I am, well, I'm still only using my normal movement. I'm running towards this ambush drake, jumping on top of it, jumping down, and kind of doing a cartwheel kick onto this one.
Okay, roll in acrobatics, and then roll your normal attack.
Acrobatics should be coming. There we go.
Yes, that's very good. Okay. You come up onto the ambush drake and just get on top and cartwheel off of it, and begin to bring your foot down onto the nape of the ambush drake's neck. It makes contact, and the ambush drake lets out a yelp. It goes "Ah!" as you hit it in the back of the neck, and you successfully land off of it, like in a pirouette, and land onto the ground next to it.
And yet I missed my next attack. I'm done.
Okay.
I'll just do a shield touch from here. I got perfect line of sight, so I'll just attack the ambush strike from here. Shield touch. Boom. If it only
Oh,
were a
God.
crit.
You could always
Spells
give
can't
yourself
crit.
advantage. You have that. You should have your what's it called?
Inspiration.
Oh God, what's the name? Inspiration. Yeah. Everyone still has inspiration. I'm surprised no one's used it yet.
Oh, I saw we didn't. I'll take the inspiration. Why not? I barely use it.
Okay. So 16 damage for this guy.
I've been rolling like crazy damage when I usually just roll like 1 damage.
It is a crazy amount of damage. You see that this ambush drake just just screech out in pain with the amount of damage that you've done onto him. He's just like, oh, ouchies. This is for Udodak continuing its attack on you.
Oh, I should have probably given him disadvantage, bro. Sorry.
Uh, 9 damage. Okay, so he reaches out and chomps down on your hand that's holding the sword, and he's just like nibbling on it, and it pierces really, really deeply. Leaves a nasty mark. Patrick, amidst all this is going on, you're sitting over there on your pipe, and you hear Udodak Udodak's voice just go like, ah! Amidst your smoking. And you just hear like swaying sounds, like sounds of metal piercing flesh and all that.
I pull the pipe out of my mouth for a second and say, "Oh, it must be going well." Then I put it back in.
Okay. That's actually very good. Enzo, your turn.
I will jump in over here, and get my stab on, and back out.
This is the first time we actually strategize a little bit.
You gave it a good stab right in the neck, and it begins to bleed out profusely, and you see it begin to panic. You see the ambush drake panic as there are 3 people kind of like gangbanging the heck out of it. Alright, Udodak.
No, I'll save it for now. I'm going to attack again. Miss again.
Not your day, buddy.
So much for my high initiative roll.
You bring down you swing down your long sword again, and you're just kind of like, we'll get you, ground, and you're hitting the ground. No, I'm just joking. Your character's probably not like that, but yeah, you miss the ambush shake, and it strikes the ground again. Okay, Aether.
Alright, so I am... I'm gonna do the same shit I do every time.
Just joking. Okay.
If it ever strikes.
Nice.
I was not using my flurry of
This
blows.
is Fury Blows? Is that what you're doing?
No, I was not.
Okay, so just the first 2?
Yep.
Okay, you punch it once in the head, and you kick it once in the abdomen. After that, it dies, but you decide to give it another kick for good measure, and you kick it once more in the back, and your foot gets stuck inside its lifeless, dead, now rotting corpse, or soon to rot.
Yeah,
So good job.
I go over to this egg and I want to check to see if anything's kicking inside or alive inside.
Okay, I see Aether doing survival. Enzo, you're trying to check an egg, so I'm gonna have to go with.
Animal? Hands
Mine were to try to carve up the ambush drakes.
Yours was for what, Aether?
I'm trying to carve up the ambush drakes, keep their skin. Apparently I should have left it to somebody else.
Well, you managed to carve off the skin off of one. The other 2, not so much.
Yay.
And for you, Enzo, I'm trying to decide what kind of roll. I guess it would just be normal perception. Let's just go with that. You put your hand upon the dragon egg, and you feel an intense heat, but not a heat strong enough to scorch your hand. And inside, you could feel a sort of a heartbeat and something moving around inside the egg.
I asked if anyone knows if dragons can be tamed.
I kind of clear my throat and is like, I kind of came from a dragon egg.
Yeah, but you're not the same as a dragon.
No, but I know how to handle dragon eggs.
Yeah, why not? You handle those.
AJ, what's the perception for? Oh, you're doing the same thing. Yes, you yourself experience the same thing. You put your hand upon the dragon egg, and you feel it move with your touch, and you feel the warmth and the heartbeat as well. Ururak, as far as you know that since you came from a dragon egg, that dragon eggs required, in order for them to hatch, need to be in a warm, moist, dark environment, kind of like this cave. And if away from that environment, they will cease to grow until they're back in that environment again. And you also know that they can be tamed. However, depending on the color and their natural alignment, they can be either difficult or easy to domesticate.
I'll move my owl using stealth over to the other side of the cave. Moving it 60 feet. It would be around here. I'm trying to see what's on the other side. Oh, I see those. Great.
Yes, that's what you see.
I can't see anything, so I'm just gonna stand put.
Just to give you a little bit more insight on that, Kara, through your owl's eyes, you see 5 kobolds shivering, terrified in a corner, and they're just like covering their eyes and trying to make themselves as small as they can.
Okay, I'll just walk nonchalantly. I won't say anything.
Okay. Anyone else?
Is there anything akin to chalk?
Is there any what?
Anything kind of like chalk? And I mean, it's stone cave.
Like chalk. You see some white stone that you can probably use as chalk, but it's not exactly chalk.
Okay. The egg I'm in front of, I grab that stuff. I'm trying to be nice and light. I do write Azers on this egg.
Urudak, are you able to see the kobolds from where you're at?
From where I'm at? No.
Yeah, then you can't see them.
Okay.
I noticed the kobolds, and I talk to them in Draconic and say, "What are you doing here?"
One of the kobolds goes, "Hide! We must hide! Hide! Evil! Leave us alone! We want to live! Hide!"
I asked them, "What are they hiding from?"
You.
I tell them, "If you help us breed these eggs, we will keep you alive."
Persuade.
Well, I will use my inspiration for that.
Okay. Alright, you said if they help you do what with the egg?
If they help us hatch the eggs.
I want to ask the kobolds, what were they doing here in Draconic?
I think it's already said that they were hiding from you guys.
I mean, what were their roles here? Were they working with the cultists?
Oh, okay. Well, first off, the kobolds agree to help you, Enzo. He says, if you promise not to hurt us, then we will help you. Yes. And then to answer your question, Kara, they say, we were here to help grow and ensure the growth of the dragons.
I tell them, now you're gonna do that for us and no one else. You get that?
Yes.
I'll ask the kobolds, Were they part of the raiding party that attacked the town and killed some of the people? And I'll do an insight on
they
that.
shake their heads back and forth and they go, no. Wait, we no fight. No fight. No fight.
Is that truth?
Yes. Urodak, are you doing anything in particular while this is going on?
I don't know, I can't see anything, so...
I'm gonna walk
So you're
over
just
to
kind of
Aether.
so you're just kind of listening to all this as it's echoing.
Yeah, I can only see like halfway through both of these, so I don't know where anyone went. I just hear voices.
I'll send my owl
Yeah.
to land on you.
Broderick, you hear the noises of the fighting stop, and you hear some talking. However, it's not distinguishable what's going on. Regina is completely out of your sight. Is there anything that you're going to do or want to do?
No, not particularly.
Okay, so you're just gonna continue there, smoking the pipe, having a good time.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
I walk over to Aether and I tell him, we have a bunch of kobolds here that are gonna help us raise these dragon eggs. Don't kill them. Okay?
I just nod and continue with doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. I will walk over to Udodoc and I tell them the same, that we have a bunch of kobolds. Don't kill them, because
I look at him squarely and I say, don't you harm them.
I looked at them and I say, I didn't harm them. I made a deal with them for them to help us raise these eggs.
And what happens after that?
They're free to go.
Are you lying
not-
to him?
Can I roll insight?
Well, that depends if he's lying.
Well, that's for me to see
Yeah,
if
can
I
you roll for
can
what?
tell insight to see if he's lying about letting the kobolds go or not.
Yeah, would that be insight, and would that be like
I'll grab one of the kobolds by the arm.
deception for me, if
Well,
anything?
It would be. I don't know if it'd be deception or persuasion, but it'd be one
Depends
of
on
those.
him if it's lying or not.
Yeah, just do it. Do like a roll to the GM if it's, and I'll just roll insight.
Okay.
We just say our characters
Oh,
don't
hold
know.
on. So you're trying to see sight on Enzo if he's telling the truth or not, right?
Yeah, about if he's gonna let the kobolds go or not.
Okay. I don't know. You guys were telling me earlier that I can't do any sort of checks against people.
No,
so...
but
No,
that's
no,
an inside
that-
deception. That's different.
Yeah, insight deception is something different between like persuading someone,
Okay. All right. Well then.
because he can
Shit.
lie to me. He can sit there and lie to me.
So let's do this. Let's do a deception check against a insight check.
But
so,
that's,
well, if
that
it-
depends
if
if Enzo's lying.
Yeah, that's why I said make him gonna make just a private roll to you, and if he's lying, he uses deception. But if he's telling the truth, he's doing persuasion.
okay. I like that better. Okay, Enzo, can you do that? Can you make a GM roll with a deception, and then tell me
I
whether
can't
or not
tell
you're
shit
lying
anyway.
Don't
How do I
don't even
make a
roll,
GM
bro.
roll?
or not. You put
What?
slash GM.
No, /GR for a GM roll.
Slash
okay.
slash whisper.
No,
Slash
just
GR.
GR.
/GR
GR,
space, then put in
Never
your
mind.
numbers and whatnot.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Okay, and then whisper to me whether you're trying to lie or not.
You can just roll a d20 plus your charisma or deception modifier, and then just tell the DM if you're lying or not. I don't know.
And then I just need Udodoc's insight. Oh, which is already 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Whether he's lying or
regardless-
telling the truth, I believe him.
Okay, well, regardless, I got the GM roll and all. Okay. You think Enzo is telling the truth?
He probably believes it.
I look at
You
him and I
believe
nod my
it
head.
completely. You completely believe every word Enzo is telling you, regardless if it's true or not.
I look at him and nod my head.
I look at Udadok and say, you need to watch out for Broderick. I think he will try to kill them no matter what.
I turned back and I said, I've already lost respect for him. And I put my blade away.
I would like to ask the Dragonite I'm holding, the Cobalt, whether or not, what were their plans for the dragons? And either
Hey,
if the Kobolds were forced to be here.
Okay. Can you say that one more time, Kara? And then I'm gonna jump over to something with Broderick.
I want to know if they were forced to be here or they came here like willingly, and what were their main plans for the dragons?
Okay. You're asking the kobold this, and the kobold is very open to you, mainly out of fear. He says, we willingly decided to take care of these eggs. It's what we do. We take care of dragon eggs. It's what we known to do our entire lives.
Really shitty rolls.
You're not quite sure. Maybe he's telling the truth, maybe he's not. However, you're just gonna go with the benefit of the doubt that maybe he's telling the truth.
I'll let it go.
Okay, Broderick. You feel movement from your backpack, and something is very desperately trying to get out of your backpack.
Okay, open it. I mean, take off my backpack and open it up.
As soon as you open your backpack, the bag of holding launches itself out of the out of the bag, and you hear it go and lands itself onto the floor next to you and coughs up some dust.
Oh yeah, that thing can talk.
And he says, "Have you thought about maybe deodorizing your bag sometime? It gets a little bit claustrophobic in there." He was, but he gave it back to Broderick because Broderick was the one holding it.
Okay.
Yes. This bag, sack, the sack.
Alright, cool.
It's talking to you, Broderick.
Alright, so not only have you given me a sack, you've given me a sentient sack. I want to ask you if it has hit points, but I know that's just meta. I'm gonna hit it.
How are you hitting this thing?
Do I have to roll it?
How are you hitting it?
I'm two-handing my warhammer straight onto
yeah,
it.
but hit. Okay, go ahead. You bring down the warhammer and it squishes the bag and it goes, and when you lift your warhammer up, you just see a pancake of cloth on the floor. And then it says, "Ow!" It says,
I'm gonna
"Ow."
have to pick it up now.
I will quickly jump in there, grab the bag, and jump as far away from Broderick as I can. And I say, hold on. Let's hear what this bag says first. And then I open up the bag and let it talk.
The bag opens up, but it doesn't make a sound.
Oh, it's speaking real good, isn't it? Now give it back.
I look at Broderick and tell him, no way, I'm not going to give you this bag.
You can give it to me, or I can take it back.
I look at Broderick and I look him steel in the eye and tell him, you can try. And then I have my hand, really, ready for stab Broderick if he comes anywhere close to me. I'm wearing rapier.
Everyone, you hear some kind of bickering coming from the room that Broderick and Enzo are in. However, it's not that loud, and it doesn't sound aggressive. It's just you just hear people kind of talking in a higher tone. Okay.
Uda, we should probably see what's happening. Don't you agree?
I tell Broderick I am
yeah.
going to be holding onto this bag from now on.
Alright, yeah, no.
And do I get my attack on?
That's between both of you.
I'm moving 5 feet, so you can attack me if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna stab him in the leg as possible. I don't get a sneak attack. And then I am gonna jump away with my cunning action. And I say, I warned you, don't do it again.
And so, by the wizards, why are you attacking him?
I tell Kara.
Steals my bag, and then he attempts to attack me. Typical half-elf.
This fool is trying to take away our bag of holding.
The bag that I had, I'm trying to take away from us. This makes sense. Much sense.
Make any sense for you to have anything that we can use. You're the one person in our team that hasn't been working with us.
He's kind of right, Broderick. You haven't been much of a team player lately. You kind of abandoned us when we were like fighting those drakes. I didn't see you anywhere.
Because you rushed off on your own. You got it handled. Can't let me get ready. Go
We
ahead.
waited 11 minutes, like you asked us to.
And then this one decided to shoot his thing while I was still getting prepared.
How? Jesus Christ! I even waited for you.
Oh, Broderick, I waited. I asked the group when everyone was ready. When they said they were, I took my shot.
Chris, you have a turn? I'm not...
I mean, are we in combat or what's going on here? Because we're technically
I
fighting.
mean, he did do something. You can retaliate and engage. You can hit him if you want, and then we can start turn order. Because you didn't do anything.
Well, I
in
mean,
the
I've got
turn.
more than just that.
So do you want me to start the turn order? I mean, if you do, I mean, I don't even have to start it. It's just between you and him.
Who knows?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
I guess.
If your intent is to fight him back, then yes, your turn would be next in the turn order.
Oh, and Acer got a 0 on persuasion. That's nice.
I don't even know what you're persuading them to do, Aether, but I don't want to know. Whatever it is, they told you no, we're not going to touch that certain body part or do that certain action.
I was just flirting, seeing if any of them were, amenable.
He didn't even say they were female or males.
Oh, I checked. I did perception. I was checking to see if they were all female. They all were.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon right next to Enzo.
Udog, I send you a couple messages.
Good
Yeah,
weapon. Let me put out a weapon.
looking.
Let me put out a weapon for you. It is a sword.
It's a hammer. Doesn't really matter, though.
I suggest you ready in action non-lethally for what I told you. Okay, Udon?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
Seeing if I can-
just tell the DM about it. I'll just whisper
Alright,
like
you'll be able to
non-lethally.
move it now.
Well, I don't have to move it, but no, I can't. Now I can. Okay.
You can just draw like a little square, so you don't have to be doing that every day. You just do a little something like this, a little square like this. There you go.
God,
That took only 2 seconds.
that reminds me of like shitty Charmander.
I mean, see, my hammer is golden light, so.
Okay, so
I yell out to the group
apparently it's a face-off, Enzo and Broderick.
I yell at the group
And you use your action.
grab Broderick.
No, that was a
hold him
bonus
down.
action. That was a bonus action. Okay.
Yep.
I'm still
Doesn't
trying to
hit.
decide who's
Hit.
at fault here.
Enzo? Oh, it does hit, okay.
Yeah, it hit me.
And then I'm going to use my action, put away my well, I guess it was out, so I'll put it away. Free action doesn't matter.
By the way, are you trying to do lethal damage?
I mean, it would all be lethal until the last blow, technically.
I ask while coming in, like, who started this little brawl?
You took my bag!
I tell him, Broderick was trying to destroy our bag.
I'll
and
do
I
an insight
took it
check
away from
on
him,
both of
And
you.
he came at me.
One for Acer, one for Broderick.
Actually, from my past experience and me just not really liking Broderick for just leaving us in there, I'm going to cast Command on Broderick. I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw. Wait, what is my...
Make him throw his
Okay,
weapon as
yeah,
far as
you-
possible.
You failed. And I command... Where did it go?
It only lasts for a couple of seconds, so make it count.
Let me go back to the...
Okay, Professor, what's
Um,
the insight for?
it's for 1 round. And I command him to drop whatever you're holding and end your turn.
Okay.
My
okay,
insight was
what's
for
your insight
Enzo. The first one was for Enzo to see if it was lying. The second one was for Broderick.
You're not sure what Enzo's intentions are, but you definitely know Broderick is telling the truth, that Enzo stole the bag from Broderick, quote unquote.
Well, didn't Malcolm have the bag?
It's because I was away that session, so I couldn't really do anything.
Oh.
Regina runs back into the room at this point, and she's looking around, and she says, Enzo, Broderick, what's going on?
Seems one of them claims the other one stole. The other one's pissed about it.
I tell everyone, Broderick was trying to destroy the bag. I am only trying to protect what's ours.
Were you trying to
have all
destroy
our
it,
stuff in
Broderick?
there.
I also want to know, Udak, what was your DC for that to work?
13.
Okay,
Right.
so Broderick's turn was commanded, and he dropped his stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I only dropped my shield. That's all I had in my hands.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever he's holding, he drops.
Okay, all right. Regina comes in and she puts up both her hands and shows them to you, Enzo. And she says, "Look, I have nothing in my hands. Enzo, I'm going to come closer to you, okay?" And she
Ask
begins
her.
to cautiously walk towards you.
I ask her, what is she doing? What are you doing? Why are you coming closer to me?
She says, "Enzo,
I am.
we're all friends here. We don't have to fight each other."
I back away. I pull out my crossbow and I say, "You don't have to come any closer. I don't know what you're doing right now, and the fact that I have one person attacking me already, I am not going to trust you." So back away until this is resolved.
She needs to put her hands up, and she says, "Fine." And so I'm not gonna put you any more closely. I don't know what, I didn't see exactly what happened, but Broderick has put his stuff down. We don't need to fight about this. It's just a bag. Let's just talk about this. We don't need to resort to any of this violence.
I tell her, that's perfectly fine. I was talking about this before Broderick came in and rushed at me.
She looks over at Broderick and she says, "Broderick, let's just all calm down. If you give your word not to attack Enzo anymore, and we can resolve this." She's asking you, Broderick.
Yeah, no, sorry, I was just looking something up. I just look her square, and I'm like, if he gives me the bag back, that's all that has to happen.
I look at Regina and say, that's not happening. This bag is all of ours, and Broderick cannot have it.
So you're
Have
saying
you tried-
Broderick was trying to...
Regina's thinking, and then she says, "Have you tried asking the bag who the bag wants?"
I tell Regina, I want to ask the bag that. That was before Broderick hammered it with his hammer.
Broderick, is that true?
Well, why don't you try asking the bag again, Enzo?
I open the bag and I say, can you speak?
It goes, "Ah." Regina says, "Look, the bag can't talk if you have its lid open."
I close the lid.
To close the cover, yeah, you know what I mean. And the bag says, "I want Kara."
Yeah, sure.
I ask it, why do you want Kara?
Because Broderick smells of elderberries, and your hands are cold as ice.
I say, I can wear gloves if you want.
No, Kara's sweet, and she's noble. I much prefer that.
But you're a perverted bag.
I get excited when he says noble.
Oh, God.
I stand there like really stiff when he says noble. Oh, that's great. But, Broderick, why were you hitting the bag?
I mean, I didn't know it actually talked, so that's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought it was actually the fairy dragon at first, and then when nothing came out, I was like, oh, I'm going to hit the bag now.
No, but are you saying that out of character?
Yeah, no, that was all out of character.
No, but I'm asking your character.
Why would I, because it's...
I will ask in Dwarvish, like in the most non-hostile manner, like trying to be sympathetic towards you.
I'll answer in Dwarven.
Like I'm not trying to take your bag away. If you can prove to me that you're not crazy, I'll willingly give you the bag, even though the bag wants to be with me. Why were you attacking the bag?
Let me just formulate an answer because I don't actually have one because I didn't know that the bag could actually talk.
Just say that. Just say that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think of how to put it though, because I don't want to just say that. It's too plain. The bag spooked me. I didn't know it could. I didn't know it was alive.
Oh, okay. Do I have your word? You're not gonna try to break it? My gold is in there.
Okay.
Of course. You can't make a bag with a hammer.
Well, I don't know what kind of magic made it, so you might be able to break it. So, I like it. It's cool. I like walk around the magical hammer. And so, you want me to have the bag?
I tell Kara that I'm gonna let Broderick never have this bag.
He was just scared by it.
I don't care. I don't trust him with any of our stuff.
Fine, just give it to me. It seems quite sympathetic. It seems to like me.
Are you gonna give the bag to Broderick?
If he seems in his right mind, then yes. There's no reason to not give it to him if he seems in his right mind.
I tell her then it should be fine if I keep the bag then.
You're sounding like you're not yourself right now. Broderick's just quite upfront about it. He just was spooked by it.
And I don't want someone who's spooked by bags carrying a magical bag.
And so, come on. You're the only one here just fighting over a bag. Broderick has cooled down.
I say I had enough of this. I stuff the bag in my backpack and I walk past Tara, prepared to jump away if she tries to take the bag or grab me in any way.
I mean, my turn yet?
Yeah. Oh, after this, we're just gonna end it here, because Aether has to go.
I just speak in Dwarvish.
Right.
Do what you got to do, but do not. If you're gonna do something, do not kill him. I speak to Broderick, and I just sit on the bed.
Okay, so this is another roll from the weapon first. That's a free action.
Do I get a dexterity saving throw, considering
An attack roll.
I
User
prepare to
disconnected from
jump
your
away
channel.
if there's any attacks on me?
I don't think that helps in any way.
Wow.
Do you have the alert feat? I don't know.
I had to move it first, technically. Or
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
I think Aether is off. I'm not sure.
yeah, I
But
think he's gone.
okay.
Because
So,
at this
the way-
point, I got a 20 from Broderick being very honest, and Enzo is just acting like somebody, like getting the ring from Lord of the Rings.
Okay, so let me.
On
let
my
me
point of view.
We're gonna stop it here. However, you are in fact engaging a fight with Enzo, right, Broderick?
Just resolve it right now. It doesn't take
I
that
mean,
long.
we already were.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just continuing. Does that actually hit you at all, Enzo?
Yeah,
Right?
that hits me.
That shouldn't kill you, though, right?
No.
Oh, because I'm not trying to.
I step forward and say, why not just give me the bag?
My turn's not done yet, so I'm going non-lethal with this if it hits. That's from a second level spell slot as well, but it kind of crit, so
Yeah, that hits me.
it's not non-lethal. So we're clear.
Can Guiding Bolt be non-lethal?
Yeah. You just-
For this case, let's say yes.
So we brought down Enzo.
If I pray hard enough to my gods, that I don't want to kill him.
I just sit on the bed and just raise my hand like, I tried. I tried.
Hold on. Even. Okay, it's magic. So this one I'm gonna do. Even. It's not lethal. Odd. It is lethal.
Okay, I mean, that's fair, because I know what I'm going to do anyway.
Okay, non-lethal.
Okay.
Non-lethal. Okay, so Enzo, I think that puts you down at 0, right?
Yep.
Okay,
I'm
so
out cold.
you're not out cold because it's non-lethal. However, you're conscious. You're just you're stable. But you just can't function as normal. If that makes any sense, but
He's unconscious, just not bleeding out.
just not killed. Okay, yeah. Okay, you're unconscious. You're just not dead. Yeah, that's what I meant to say, sort of in a weird way. But yes, okay. Enzo's unconscious. Broderick, you non-lethally attacked Enzo and he's out cold. And everyone is watching this happen.
Yeah, then
I
I
think we
walk
can leave
over
it-
and...
Yeah.
Did you put it in your backpack?
He was holding
yeah.
it. Was it? Oh, okay.
Did I see where he put it? Or was it in his backpack?
It
'Cause
would
I
have been
thought
kind of obvious. He didn't do any roll for it to hide it, so.
Yeah, I didn't do any.
Okay, well, I rummage around and then take the bag.
I just look at Broderick and say, Endorphins, are you satisfied now?
No.
Now just leave him alone. And do not destroy that bag.
All right,
Put
so
bag back in my backpack. Pick up my stuff. Done.
okay, let's leave it there for this session. I'm gonna put some notes on the board. I already put one for Broderick. That Broderick knocked out Enzo and took the bag of holding. And there was a fight. Enzo, Azer, Kara, and Udadok. What is it that you're doing, thinking, just so I can put it here for next time?
I'm just like patting Udok on the chest, like, good work. I'm sad that had to happen, but he was...
So you're encouraging Broderick,
No, I'm encouraging Udok.
Udok.
Yeah, for having a good judgment. Probably not the best situation way to handle it, but Enzo was being the most unreasonable at the moment.
I was just making people drop their weapons.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Do you have any sort of thoughts or feelings? I'm putting this down so that next time when we come back, you remember exactly what you were thinking or doing.
I'm just happy everything was resolved.
Udakak, you're just watching. Any
Basically.
thoughts? Okay.
I'm just sitting here almost shaking my head.
Like, sadly, even if Broderick was spooked by it, Enzo should not have taken it from him. He calmed down, he has it back, he doesn't seem like he's going to destroy it. It's all good.
Azer, what is it that's going on with your character? Oh, he's not here. Duh. That's dumb. Okay.
He's probably, woohoo!
Broderick, any feelings?
No, everything's peachy. Clearly.
Do you feel like you're not? You said you were not satisfied, right?
Yeah, but that's not meant to be straightforward.
Okay.
I just nod at Broderick, like, I was like, everything good?
I'm not even sure what to,
No, just between me and Broderick, it's cool. Oh, I hope everything is cool now.
Okay, and you, Enzo?
Well, I'm unconscious, but I would be notably mad at Broderick for knocking me out. Not once, but twice this session.
He knocked you out twice this session.
Oh!
Yeah, I remember that. Dang. Okay, so you're unconscious. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, don't worry, little bottom will land on top of your head. And we'll poop. Nah, he can't poop. He's not a real bird, in a way.
Yeah, she'll poop.
He poops magical poop that goes into the ethereal plane, so it never lands on you. Like, sadly, sometimes you just gotta let people fight it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension here. I didn't mean for this to turn out this way. I thought this whole bag thing was going to be kind of innocent. I was like, you know what, Broderick, you have that bag on you. We need to put it into place, and then turn into this. And I'm like, oh. Like,
Broderick seemed like he cooled down, you know. He was, I got that 20 on him, and so was not acting more reasonably. He was just like, no. Come on, dude. Everybody gets scared a little bit sometimes. But that's out of character. And I understand Enzo's feelings, so.
Okay, so that's the end of the session for this week. I thought this was a very productive session. A lot just came out with character animosity and that entire mountain of a hump that we got through. So of the beginning, but we got through it, and things are, like I said, are going to continue to be different. Thanks to Phil, and he helped me out a lot. I thought this was a good session. Udakak, you didn't say much, but I thought you were still very you did. You still brought something to the table, and I
well, my
that,
character doesn't say much. Period.
Okay.
It'll come clear in the bio.
And I just let Enzo talk because she just sees him as a delegate, you know, somebody, a vessel.
You see Enzo as a vessel?
Yeah. He talks for me.
Well, clearly I'm the leader of the group, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
cool.
that shows right now.
Too bad Azu isn't here. Because I would love to hear what he thought about what's going on.
I wonder if
Yeah,
he
he
would.
didn't quite.
I wonder if he would have
himself much
protected
into this.
Enzo. Like, got mad about it. I don't know.
Like the more this plays out and the longer we go, I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for Broderick because it's kind of like Broderick became like that member of the group that people don't like.
I
People are like,
I at
"Oh, but
first
Broderick
did
isn't that
not.
bad."
At first, I was gonna defend Enzo and probably attack Broderick, but Broderick calmed down, and he was seemingly more reasonable.
Yeah, I thought Broderick was the most reasonable, trying to get his stuff back.
I was very
But hey,
reasonable. All my stuff is in that bag that Broderick's holding.
Yeah, but he calmed down.
That's true. Yeah, it did kind of rocket there on the animosity. I'm just like, oh man, this turned like full out like I'm gonna non-lethally attack you with magic. Like,
I did warn him too. I said, we can talk this out. Let's have the bag talk. If you come near me, I'm gonna attack you. And he came near me.
Like, you were aiming at Regina. I don't like Regina, but you were acting like a paranoid person.
Well, I mean, it's Regina. Like, she was coming at me.
No, she's a bitch. She's a bitch. I would just shove her aside.
Yeah, but I'm not exactly strong, so I have to use my wits about me.
But it looked like a guy just like stealing from somebody, and a guy just stands up and he's like aiming at everybody. Stand back! Don't get any close to me. And I'm like, calm down, Enzo.
oh hey Udokok, after everything that's happened, do you have any like questions about anything? Because like from previous sessions or whatever? Because I know there was probably a lot that you didn't understand, maybe.
No, not really.
Maybe people in the group can answer. Maybe about stuff about people's past or something. I don't
They're
know.
crazy.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of a little bit on their own loopy scale, loopy train.
No.
I wonder, Enzo, what were you gonna do? Like, run off by yourself with a bag of holding?
No, I was gonna keep the bag and make sure that Broderick doesn't get it.
No, but it looked like you were gonna try to run away with it.
No, I was just trying to get out of that corner because I was trapped.
You kind of backed yourself into the corner, literally.
I was just mediating.
I mean...
Yeah, I was
hoping
wondering
that
if
you guys
Udo was
saw
going to
Broderick.
attack Broderick or Enzo.
I wasn't going to attack. I was gonna cast I didn't realize he was the one who spawned the hammer, or else I would have made him halt, which means he can't make any actions until the start of his next turn.
Yeah, but he didn't go on a battling rampage like, I'm going to kill him.
I know, but he still attacked on a teammate, so I was just gonna make him halt
Yeah,
until we can figure this out.
Quote unquote teammate.
yeah. From my point of view, it's like somebody stealing from you and then like, you can't have it back. I'm like, that was mine first. So, yeah, I'm sorry for you, Enzo.
Yeah. I mean...
Well, I didn't
Car-
attack you, so... I just stated to... Can you even speak Dwarvish, Enzo?
I don't think so.
I think I'm the one that has the most, like, languages. Like, Dwarven, Elvish, Common, Draconic, Orc.
Yeah, I can only speak Common, Elvish, and Draconic.
I'm like, good job, Udok. Like, in Draconic. So that's... I'm not saying that was, had to happen, but... I was surprised he didn't attack Broderick.
Yeah.
He might be... Maybe the bag of holding infected Enzo or something.
Oh, I didn't get
And Broderick
distracted
has
at
the
all.
bag again. All that matters is that Broderick has his bag back. That's
Yeah,
all that mattered in the end.
I just feel like I'm grabbing something and then it starts talking. I just immediately whack it. Which I just probably told it, Broderick that the bag talked. And I even forgot about it.
The bag tried to talk more, but then Malcolm was like, "Nope, you're gonna shut the fuck up," and he put it in his bag. So that never happened.
Oh, yeah. Good times, good times.